Namaste viewers. This is Dr. Pratibha KS. Today I'll be presenting a lecture talk on developing life skills. Under that, resources for successful facilitation. Okay. Before I begin today's talk, I request you to go through this today's quote. If you have a spark within you with great desire to good, you can become a transformer or healer. Okay, think about this. Life skill education is very important, and application of life skill to the present day complicated contemporary living system and professionalization of life skill education is very significant. Okay, life skill is inevitable at any level. The structural framework of the life skills will benefit to everyone. Every individual must master their life by in developing very good life skills and applying it in various spheres of life. Okay, I request you all to make just a note of this today's class. Now let us go through the definition of life skills. Okay, as per definition given by World Health Organization, define life skills are the abilities for adaptive and positive behavior that enable individuals to deal effectively with the demands and challenges of everyday life. Okay, in this definition, adaptive ability refers to the flexibility of an individual to adapt to any situation or circumstance. Okay. Next keyword, positive behavior. Okay. In this context, reflects the attitude of an individual who keeps a vision to move forward by accepting challenges and demands and finding solution in a positive way. Okay, the next keyword is dealing effectively, means the methods an individual adopts to effectively manage these demands and challenges. Okay, the next keyword in this definition is demands and challenges of everyday life. As in every day people encounter or face demands and challenges in their life. For example, missing a bus, catching an auto while late to office, deciding what to make for breakfast or what to do right now. Okay, all this demands and challenges, you need to come up with that. Realizing the need for life skills training for youth across the world, various organizations like World Health Organization and United Nations Children's Emergency Fund, that is UNICEF, and also several other national and international organizations have included life skills as part of their agenda and enabled easy access to these essential skills for youth of various nations. Okay, and even WHO, UNICEF, and other national international organizations conduct life skills training programs at a larger scale. Okay, you may ask question, why are life skills required? Okay, life skills are essential for the promotion of healthy youth and adolescent development, primary prevention of key causes of youth and adolescent death, disease and disability. And also this life skills is required for socialization. Okay, that is interpersonal skills, effective communication, empathy, decision making will help an individual to socialize better and lead an effective life in a society. Okay, so this is about the requirement of life skills. Okay, now let us go through, while going through the life skills, what are the parameters one should keep in their mind? Okay, WHO has given some of the parameters of life skills. Okay, in that, let us take the first one, that is self awareness, coping with emotions. Okay, then coping with the stress, communication skills, interpersonal relationships, then creative thinking skills, okay, problem solving skills, critical thinking skills, decision making skills, empathy. Okay, so these are the some of the 10 life skills, right? This is first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So WHO has given 10 life skills, okay, to utilize or implement in our day-to-day life. Okay, now let us understand what is this facilitation. Facilitation refers to a process where a facilitator guides a group of members to share ideas, opinions, experiences, and expertise in order to achieve a common goal. Okay, before we provide any life skills to the aspirants of any kind of streams, first we need to understand the difference between facilitator and a teacher or instructor. Okay, facilitator is someone who has the skills to moderate and run session or exercises, discussions, and ask them to work in groups where knowledge is shared by and extracted from the participants themselves. Okay, whereas teacher is someone who has the sum of all knowledge, okay, concepts and theories that he or she transfers while lecturing or presenting to a group of participants. Okay. Further, the life skills program suits best for facilitation facilitation as the participants come from different parts of the state, representing various geographic, social, economic, and cultural experiences. Okay. In addition, participants bring in their own life experiences during the gathering or their opinions and perspectives. Okay, thus that decide the workshop level. Okay, that will be properly delivered through a facilitation as means of learning. Okay, rather than just a skill-based approach or didactic approach. Okay, the process of facilitation helps in creating an environment for the participants to experience, reflect, form concepts, and apply those concepts. Okay, it creates actually an atmosphere to learn on their own, like an ekalavya. Okay, facilitation is different from teaching and training. Now let us understand here the difference between teaching, training, and facilitation. Okay, now let us go through the first one, teaching. Teaching is a method where a teacher transfers knowledge, concepts, and theories which is known to him or her via lecturing, presenting to a group of participants. Okay. Next, a training. Training is a skill-based procedure where a trainer transfers knowledge and practical experience in a specific topic via sessions, exercises, case studies, examples along with presentations. Okay. Now let me go to the third one, that is facilitation. Facilitation is a process where a facilitator has the skills to work with attitudes, opinions, and ideas and focuses on attitudinal change along with the knowledge and skills. Okay, they also moderate and run sessions and conduct activities, discussions, and work groups which lead to sharing and extraction of knowledge from participants. Okay, this is the difference between the teaching, okay, then training, then facilitation. Okay, a good trainer and teacher must be a good facilitator. Okay, they are interconnected with each other. A good trainer is also a learning facilitator. Okay, now let us go through the difference between again facilitator, teacher, and trainer. Okay, facilitator focuses on attitudinal change. Okay. Teacher focuses mainly on knowledge transfer. Okay. Then trainer focuses on skills development. Okay. Trainer shows how things are done. Okay. Second point, in facilitation, the attitudinal changes are facilitated using various methods. In teaching, the primary focus is to transfer the knowledge or information to the participants using different teaching methods. Okay. In training, skills are transferred to participants by demonstration to develop a required skill. Okay. Then, third point, facilitation inculcates active learning and creates ownership among learners. Okay, teaching is usually passive, right? Training is active and the ownership belongs to the trainer. Okay, last point, facilitation motivates people to learn, whereas teaching needs interest and high level of motivation among learners. Okay, the last point, in trainer, training motivates people to practice their skills in a way they have been trained. Okay, this is all about the difference between facilitator, teacher, and trainer. Now, let us go through further about the attitude, skills, and knowledge domain. Any kind of learning has three domains. Okay, that is attitude, skills, and knowledge. Knowledge are cognitive domain, attitude are affective domain, and practice are psychomotor domain. Okay, facilitation mainly focuses on attitudinal domain, while teaching and training on knowledge and skills are practice domains respectively. It is said that for effective learning to happen, attitude constitutes the major portion of learning compared to knowledge and practice domains. In addition, facilitation motivates people to learn by ensuring ownership of what they learn as well as seek knowledge and practice skills learned. Okay. While teaching, the primary focus is on transferring the knowledge or information to the participants using different teaching methods. Okay, whereas in facilitation, skills are transferred and inculcated to the participants using various methods of methods of felicitation. After completing all my session or whatever you'll be going through the different varieties of session, you must include life skills in your day-to-day life. Then you will be known as trainer. Then trainers would be referred to as the facilitator. Okay, hope I'm making myself clear to you. Now let us go through resources for successful facilitation. In general, a facilitator would carry a certain resources like emptiness and open-mindedness, okay, creating a unified feeling or oneness, utilizing humor, avoiding anger, cultural treasure, and energizers. Okay. Now let us go through one by one all the different resources for the successful facilitation. Now let us go through the first one, emptiness and open-mindedness. Okay. A facilitator's mind needs to be free from any assumptions or expectations from the part of participants with regard to their participation, thoughts that would be shared, okay, and situations. Before initiating a facilitation session, he or she should approach the trainers without getting influenced by past memories of the participants or events. Okay. Okay, for example, a facilitator had hard talks with the group members in the previous session and she or he is still not out of it. Okay, but the facilitator must not keep those thoughts of his or her previous session of hard talks to carry out the next session. Okay, the facilitator must keep their mind empty about that particular person, and then they should proceed that particular session. Okay, in other words, the facilitator should not be prejudiced about the group or situation while going into the situation, okay, or any kind of session. Okay, next one is here. The next resources for successful facilitation is unified feeling. Okay, or feeling of oneness. Okay, an important character of a facilitator is to develop a feeling of oneness among the group participants. As skills training would be mostly through group activities, it is essential for a facilitator to create a climate of togetherness among the participants early in the training session. Okay, once when the stage of oneness is set, it would be set an ideal facilitating environment between the facilitator and participants. Okay, this will enhance the training learning experience of the group. For instance, the facilitator must make sure that there is no differentiation among participants, okay, with respect to their designation, status, gender, or any other societal role of the person is carrying. Okay, not only facilitators but also participants must treat each other equally. This will happen only when a facilitator creates a comfortable environment, okay, and gives each individual equal space rather than giving importance to only one or two individuals. Okay, this you must keep in your mind while dealing with the unified feeling or oneness, feeling oneness. Okay, for another example, if you take, the facilitator is talking about an issue related to suicide amongst youth. Okay, one of the participants in the group describes one's real life situation faced as an example. This makes the entire group, along with the facilitator, to develop empathy towards the participant. Okay, here the facilitator uses this situation as an example to demonstrate empathy to all the participants. Okay, in that particular situation, everybody should be in that particular event only, and they should show their feelings together as comparing with the meaning of empathy. Okay, now let us go to the next one, that is humor. Okay, humor, we can define that as a quality of being comical, share a laugh with participants. Okay, it is one of the best available resources for a facilitator. Okay, taking facilitation sessions forward along with few instances of humor. Okay, and this will give a feeling of comfortable with the facilitator. Most often, a training session with some comical flavor would help retaining the attention of participants with the facilitator. Okay, it also brings enthusiasm, optimism, and good feeling among participants attending the training session and eliminates boredom. Okay, while being humorous, by being humorous or humors, it is also important that the facilitator needs to be very cautious, okay, on not crossing the line. Okay, the facilitator must also be very conscious about without crossing the limit, they should involve in the any kind of humor. It is also good to have cultural and social sensitivity while being humorous. Okay, for example, facilitator often cracks jokes and tells entertaining stories during his facilitation to keep the group attentive and refreshed. Okay. Further, the next resource for successful facilitation is avoiding anger. Okay, that is effective facilitation is difficult when there is anger or when you are angry. Okay, when you are angry, effective facilitation is not at all possible. Though you get the instance where you may get angry, or you may get that particular situation, you must control and you need to convert that into a very pleasant situation. Okay, you as a facilitator would be taking training session to students or faculty or any stream level. Okay, mostly it is unlikely that there would be any actions from the participant that would make you angry. However, such situations might be faced when you are dealing with youths or school students. Apart from that, also, when you are taking the sessions for the diversified age group of people, that time that kind of situation sessions may happen when you are conducting 3 day session, 4 day session, or 7 day session. That time usually you may get such kind of situation. Okay, when facing such any situation that annoys you, it is essential that you showcase gentleness. That is very, very important. Okay. By asking to yourself, what was the reason in the situation which annoyed you? Okay. Would help you detaching yourself from the situation to look at the reason for the problem. Okay, thus you would be able to tackle the situation trickily and also to make sure that the same situation does not recur. Okay, so this is all about the avoiding anger. Okay, if you need an example, while conducting 5 day life skills session, it is common for few participants to not attend the sessions occasionally. Okay, it is likely to make the facilitators unhappy. Here, what you can do, the facilitator could bring it to the notice of the group and discuss it briefly as part of the um, facilitative discussion, either at the end or beginning of the session. Okay, even that can also be done. Next, resource. Before that, we have a example here. Let us go through. While conducting life skills training sessions for students or faculty, it may happen, right? Few participants might not attend session intermittently on each day. Okay, this would hinder their learning of life skills, and also it would make difficult for them to understand concepts of sessions following the missed sessions. Okay, it also would make facilitators quite unhappy that the sessions will be interrupted by the some of the participants, right? And those participants are not able to understand the sessions. In such a situation, the problem is irregular attendance of participants to training sessions. Here, the facilitator would introduce session wise attendance register. Okay, this could reduce the number of missing sessions, and also the facilitator have an evidence on the attendance made by the participants. Okay, even all this kind of action may avoid any kind of situation which creates very anger. Next, cultural treasure. Okay, a good facilitator tends to inculcate and compare the situations persistent in the group which reflects their culture. Okay, with few proverbs, stories, songs, poem, quotations, and saying that group is familiar with. Okay, that facilitates learning. For example, facilitator is taking a session to a group of youth on respecting others. Okay, that should impose the quality of respect amongst the youth. For example, while conveying any message, facilitator must be very careful in choosing the activity, since there will be a people from different religion and place. It becomes responsibility of a facilitator to be very careful. If a facilitator uses a shloka from Bhagavad Gita or any kind of phrases from Bible or Quran, it might make the participants uncomfortable, since there will be people from different religions who may not have heard about shloka, any kind of words or maybe a phrases. This may not mean the facilitator is supporting or promoting any religions. He or she might not have any inclination towards any particular religion. He or she could inform the group that analogy given during the facilitation is to drive home the concept and not to support or promote any religion or caste, creed, or culture. If there are differences among facilitator and participants, or if the facilitators feel it is sensitive to utilize, they may use other techniques. So this is all about cultural treasure. Now let us go through Energizer. Okay, Energizer as a source or resource helps facilitator in understanding the group better. Okay, this will facilitate belongingness among group members as well as facilitator. Okay, Energizer is being given as a separate title considering its importance in the process of facilitation. Okay, while conducting this session, facilitators must create a warm, friendly, and personal learning environment where people will participate more and learn more. With the best of efforts, sometimes the facilitator may not be able to hold the group. Okay, the session might lag a bit. Participants might be might get drowsiness or restlessness. Okay, for example, when this will happen during post lunch or pre lunch, etc., it becomes important for a facilitator to bring back the group to focus and make them very attentive. Okay, one way to do this is to incorporate group activities known as energizers. Okay, these energizers are very quick, fun physical activities to liven up a group. They are particularly useful after a meal. Okay, when groups may be getting sluggish or late in the day, when energy is low and motivation is decreasing, or in between while shifting from one topic to another. Okay, you need to be as an energizer. Energizers help to improve concentration and facilitate more participation from group members. Okay. To conclude, energizers are quick, fun physical activities or exercises useful after a meal, improves concentration, facilitate more participation. Okay. And during energizer activity, you can include some of the physical activities. Okay, like the activities might involve getting physically close to others, stretching, laughing, and problem solving. If we have any kind of activities like human knot, okay, you must make the human knot and ask them how to release that particular human knot. Or you can also go through energizer activity like animal sounds. Okay, this activity is useful when you would be like when you would like to make a group to initiate any session or while initiating a training program. You can also use this as like an ice breaking session. Okay, another one that is energizer activity is that clap it out on a multiple of a number. Okay, then you can also think about hands up and down and do the opposite what I say. Okay. And spider web, all these are some of the energizer activity. You may do all these activity in the beginning, or you may do all these activity at the before ending of the session. Okay. So this is all about the resources for successful facilitation. Okay. Hope you have got to know about this uh, talk, right? I, Dr. Pratibha KS, signing off for today. Stay tuned with me. I'll be back with some more videos. Okay. Thank you everyone for watching.